y'all. Welcome to Mosquito Springs, Texas, where you'll always find adventure and mystery. Come sit a spell and grab something cold from the cooler. Bobby Ray and me are joined by the martial arts instructor from the Kick and Claw Dojo, Sensei Tanaka.
Hey, please call me Sensei Bob.
Okay, will do. So I guess Bob is your first name.
No, I use Bob because it is easier for my students and others to say.
Well, what type of martial arts do you teach?
I am 10th Grandmaster and teach karate and battojutsu with katana.
You know, I named my dog after the best karate fighter of all time, Chuck Norris.
Ah, he is quite good, and I have many students that I have met of his.
And he can sure kick a bejesus out of drug lords and criminals. I tell you what. Now, Bobby Ray, that Walker, Texas Ranger, was just a TV show. Now, that's what they want you to think. It was actually a documentary about the dangerous and courageous stuff them Rangers do all over Dallas and in the state of Texas. Well, why don't we get us a snack before we start talking about why you're here, Sensei Bob? We got salsa and chips, and over here we got donuts and danishes.
Oh, Danish would be most fulfilling. Arigato.
Well, speaking of danishes, did you know that there Danish TV over in Denmark plays sleepy people farting to help their kids get to sleep? Do what now? No, it's true. You know how warm and fuzzy a good fart makes you feel? And hearing that soothing music of the wind just makes them little tykes giggle and lulls them off to slumberland. Just a good thing it ain't smell-o-vision. Well, that's for sure. I guess a farty TV show is pretty popular among kids then. I bet that'd be pretty hard to top. Oh, you'd think so, but you don't know the half of it. There's also this little cartoon fella called John Dillerman, and he's as popular as an unmarried cousin at a family reunion. Well, that is pretty popular. What's he do? Well, get this. John Dillerman uses his telescoping, transforming, and transmutating tallywacker to save people and animals.
Oh, my.
Cat in a tree, tallywacker to the rescue. Cattle stampeding downtown, tallywacker lariat saves the day. Bridge out and the children from the orphanage are stranded on the other side. Tallywacker helicopter gets everybody to safety. Little Timmy stranded down the well? I think you get the idea. And I thought sleep farting TV was strange. Well, even his name, John Dillerman, means tallywacker man. That's right. And his theme song is ever so catchy. I can just imagine sitting over at the Dairy Queen or in the Wally World singing his theme song. Listen to this. Gotta sing that there John Tallywacker song. John Tallywacker, John Tallywacker. He's got the world's longest tallywacker. Almost nothing he can't do with it. He can swing it around and get embarrassed. He can save the world and the rest. John Tallywacker, John Tallywacker, John Tallywacker. That's it. Yeah, that'll stick with you a while. Oh, the things that cannot be unheard. You know, I bet he could even grab a cold drink from a fridge while he's sitting in his lazy boy recliner watching wrestling.
Well, if you are through with your tallywackers, can I tell story now?
Oh, Bobby Ray. I think the dog did that one. Yeah, please get us out of this, Sensei Bob. You told me earlier there was something strange that happened at the Kick and Claw?
Indeed. Our dojo has many influences from Japanese culture. We have a meditation garden, paper lanterns, wooden floors, and 4 samurai statues guarding and overseeing our activities. Each with a katana on their left hip with the blade facing up and full samurai armor. One of the 4 statues represents Yasuke, an African warrior who was samurai under Lord Nobunaga in 1579.
Kind of like that Black Ranger who really is black on the Power Rangers.
Exactly so.
You know, I was pretty disappointed that the Blue Ranger wasn't actually blue, though. Anywho, I had no idea there were real black ninjas.
No, not ninja. Samurai. And Yasuke was very honorable and strong. One night, we were having a match when the lights turned dim and cold mist rolled into the room and across the floor.
Bobby Ray, what are you doing? Oh, just thought he'd like some mood music for his story.
Okay, just not so loud.
So what happened then?
As the mist rolled in, it became very, very cold, and our breaths like smoke. Then eyes of samurai became piercing yellow, like lanterns in the night, and each of the four statues rolled their neck around left to right, busting out of their statue form, leaving only living, breathing warriors in their place. I called for my 4 best students to become one with their katanas and prepare for battle. Each of these have good kokoro, or strong heart-mind-spirit connection. Yasuki's eyes narrowed with determination and fire. My warriors matched each of Yasuki's ghost warriors for stance and stature. Suddenly, Yasuki let out battle yell as he unsheathed his katana and read the me. Our swords clashed with the pain of steel. It is said the soul of the samurai is in his katana, and I could feel the power of Yasuki's soul rising from his. The ghost warriors glided through the mist and were matched in fury and purpose by my warriors, as sword met sword, dancing violently against each other. There was twisting and turning, advancing and retreating with honor for better advantage over opponent. The battle continued as the mist fog and the clashing of swords had taken on an otherworldly eeriness. It was now difficult to see with our eyes, but we were still able to see through our swords, and our instincts were to find our enemies. The fighting continued as sweat broke through the freezing atmosphere of the battleground and mixed with blood. The air fell silent, and as the fog disappeared, so too had the ghostly warriors that were bent on our defeat. We moved to Chiburai, or flicked the blood from our swords before sheathing them. And with that, we had been victors. The shoji lattice and the walls and doors had been sliced to shambles, and most paper lanterns were crushed beneath the feet of the battle-weary. But my army stood proud and undefeated. The ghost samurai had been driven out, and only the stoic statues, 2 of which had been sliced diagonally in half, remained.
Boy, that was some scary stuff here.
Oh, you're telling me.
Who was that? Well, I think that came out of Sensei Bob.
Oh, it most certainly did not.
Hey, I remember that voice. Melvin Vakeman. Where have you been keeping yourself, Melvin? All right, let's just wait a minute here. Now, you're not really Japanese?
Okay, you got me. But I am a real samurai. I lived in Japan and studied with the masters to become a warrior who led his own samurais against a ghost army.
Oh, and that was amazing, but why pretend to be Japanese?
Because no one would take me serious until I became
what you see now, a true warrior and teacher.
And an impressive transformation it was. Well, your secret's safe with us, he says as he winks to the camera. Now, Bobby Ray. Today's episode brought to you by William Earl's Drag Strip and Casino on Cedar Creek Lake, where they have international water shipped in daily. They've got slot cars for the kiddies, a quarter-mile-long drag strip, and the loosest slots in Texas. Come on out to William Earl's Drag Strip and Casino for a time that will really pay off. Well, we sure enjoyed having you drop by today. Be sure to tap that subscribe button and tell all your friends to find us on their favorite podcast player. See y'all next time.
Mosquito Springs and its characters were created and performed by Michael Stathams. Music by Ty Simon and Kevin Graham. Ta!